Hey everybody, it's Petter again, and I'm back with another 10-minute Marvel video. This time, I'm talking about a new theory that I have when it comes to the Vision show. So, last week, I put out a video talking about James Spader returning as Ultron, and I was tossing around a few ideas, but this idea came together on the podcast, 10 Minute Marvel Podcast, which you can find on YouTube here. Click on the channel and then the podcast tab. But I wanted to talk about this new theory because I really like this idea for a plot. There have been a few different rumors about different potential plots, things that could be happening, but Ultron is the first one that really seems to be sticking. The Hollywood Reporter has reported that James Spader is back as Ultron. And obviously the big thing is you have Vision and Ultron. You have Vision, the body that was supposed to have been created for Ultron. But when Ultron breaks bad, Jarvis gets put into Vision, or becomes Vision basically, and kick off the whole events of Age of Ultron. But since Ultron is a computer program, a sentient one, but a computer program nonetheless, it didn't make sense that it was just going to be destroyed. It could be destroyed and then live on a satellite for 100 years. It could lie dormant somewhere looking for a new host. And the other rumor for the Vision show, will make sense why I'm bringing it up now, is that we're going to get Viv and Vin Vision. So, here's my idea for the plot. The plot is going to it's going to start with Vision having created his new synthezoid family. The family, this White Vision, the family that he wants, that he is extrapolating from what the Hex version of Vision in WandaVision planted into his head. It's like, okay, I want this now. This is what I desire. Let me go forth and create it. And he has created it. He has his family, his wife, Vin, and Viv. But it's new technology. And kids. Vin spends some time poking around the internet, as every kid would do, except because they're synthezoids and they're computer programs in some ways, sentient computer programs in some ways themselves, that Vin can dig deeper, dig further, understand more. And Vin finds this piece of dormant code. Something that is basically impossible to break into, but it's this intriguing thing. And he keeps on doing it. He keeps on doing it. He breaks in a little bit and starts to converse with this, whatever it is. Well, whatever it is Ultron. And Ultron has just been laying dormant and hiding and waiting for the right moment when there's going to be a better body, a better host for Ultron than his previous hosts. Maybe one that even, in this case, can allow him to have a little bit of pettiness and a little bit of revenge against Vision, who had tried to wipe him out completely. So Ultron connects with, and when I say connects with, I mean uploads his code into the synthezoid body of Vin. And now Vin is both Vin, but also Ultron, and breaks against Vision and starts to try to enact or create some of what Ultron had wanted. So then, Vision now has this troublesome situation. Because Vision isn't going to want to kill, destroy his own son. But at the same time, Vision knows that he needs to defeat Ultron. And so it's going to be kind of this push and pull of how Vision is handling his humanity versus kind of this directive side, potential side of things, where it feels like he needs to stop Ultron. And that just seems dark, it seems messed up. It seems like it fits in line with what we saw in WandaVision. It seems like it feel what Agatha all along potentially feels like, where it's this character who's having to deal with what's real, what isn't, what matters the most. And this idea of family, you might be like, Agatha all along, what does that have to do with family? That she has her coven, or she doesn't have her coven. She doesn't have that support system, that family, that she kind of needs to be a successful witch. And Vision, whatever this show is called, is going to have that similar feel. At least it would in my idea for the plot. And then at the end, I think that Vision will be able to get his child back. But it might be that chance for Vision to step aside. Where he looks at it and goes, and honestly, this falls in line a little bit with what we saw with Ant-Man in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where Scott Lang doesn't really do the superhero thing anymore. He does some book readings. He's written a book on all of this. And Cassie is taking over that kind of superhero role. I think we could see kind of that end of the show where Vision's not fully retired, but Viv, his daughter, is going to be the one who looks at it and goes, I couldn't help in this situation. I didn't know what to do. But I want to. I want to be a hero like you were. And now we've continued to kind of build up that young and next generation of superheroes, which I like. But more so, even if that last bit doesn't happen, I love the idea of kind of a petty Ultron. Again, one that's probably not wiped out, gone for good at the end of this, but one that is blocked out and kept away from Vin at the end of this, and one that Vision defeats. The Ultron that Vision defeats. Let me know your thoughts on this kind of new plot theory. Leave them down in the comment section below. And if you enjoy this content, please subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell to know when we go live, or just give the video a thumbs up. And check out the backlog of videos that we have. A lot of them cover various news topics, rumors, stuff like that, but we also have conversations and looking at comic book collections, what I have in mind, or then also looking at the different Marvel trading cards that come out, because that's just an area of interest of mine. You can find all of those here on the channel, as well as I mentioned we have a podcast. You can click on the channel and go to the podcast tab to check out other episodes, or the full episode where I came up with this. And if you don't listen to your podcast on YouTube, you can search for 10 Minute Marvel, wherever you find your friendly neighborhood podcasts at. But with that, we'll see you next time.